Hello everyone and welcome. Sorry about the delay in getting live. For some reason we tried to go live and it just told us no, so we had to sort that out. So yeah, apologies for that, a bit of a delayed start. But we have an Elite Dungeon stream today. We're going to be going through some drop table stuffs, which is exciting. So we love doing these streams where we can kind of show essentially loot from 1,000. You know, RS Guy I think did a video right very recently where he did a video himself of how he was doing it, but we have this opportunity to do so. But also, while I have Model Ryan here with us, we're going to use this as an opportunity to talk about some stuff you are doing for Elite Dungeons as a whole. So do you want to go into the changes first, or should we do some drop table stuff first?
Let's talk about the drop table stuff.
Sure.
Some of the changes, we didn't have too much time to make changes. Myself and Mod Camel had to do them kind of where we can, because we obviously have ongoing projects that we have commitments for as well. Yep. So yeah, most of these have been tested and are ready to go, but hey, one of them could be removed at the last minute. Who knows? It's chaotic sometimes. But yeah, for the most part, we'll go through the drop tables and then we'll talk about the quality of life changes and additions that we've made to Elite Dungeons.
So before we jump into it, obviously you mentioned that your focus is on getting loot for duos, so essentially dedicated drop tables for the groups now. So if you were doing a duo, you don't feel penalized as much in that sense. So we're going to use this opportunity to kind of do, I'm not going to say, I think 1,000 means we're going to be here for a while. So let's go with 100 for solo, duo and trio on the Ambassador first. And we'll see what we get, but obviously we'll keep an eye on the chat, as in the in-game chat, and see what drops we're getting and seeing how we're going about that, and then we'll go into some QOL stuff.
Sounds good.
Super. All right, can we go on to the in-game screen, please? Awesome. So you have to bear with me a second, because we're going to be using our console a fair bit here to generate our drops, but it should be good fun. What we're going to be doing is, well, we'll chat aside. Do you guys want to see... we're doing 5 kill increments, so when we run this, it's going to run 5 kills. Do you want it to be 5 solo, 5 trio, or 5 duos? And we'll go up to 100 for that category, and then we'll swap over. We're not going into 1k, because we'll be here all day, which isn't a bad thing, but we kind of want to be it to there. So what we got? 5 solo, 5 trio. I think solo was going to be obvious, wasn't it?
I think we should definitely show off solo, but we should... I think duo has to be shown off.
Oh yeah, I want to show duo for sure.
It's the new edition, right?
All right, so we'll do 5 solo with the drop table changes. So 5 is the magic number with 1 player. So we'll run this and we'll see what we get. So we're gonna use the treasure chest to help us out here. And you know, I'm not that lucky. Clearly, no unique, so no boss pet. Why is this game mean to me? But from what I can see, battle staffs, is that a new edition? Or
yep.
It is a new edition. Okay, so we've got battle staffs on the table now. Okay.
There's quite a few new additions to the table, and bearing in mind that this is only the Ambassador's drop table.
Yes.
If you ran through the Elite Dungeon, you'd have the Crassian Leviathan's drops, Taraket's drops, and all the trash stuff, which we've improved as well.
Yeah.
So things that we could add to the Ambassador, we did, and that includes...
Okay, yeah, hold on. Let me get this.
Battle staves, and in fact, let's talk about the entire dungeon as a whole, because the original drop tables didn't really have anything amazing on them, and the main money drops were the Blackstone Hearts and the crossbows. The arrows themselves ended up being kind of tuppence in the quantities that we dropped them in. So we have slightly increased the quantity of Blackstone arrows that drop from all the bosses as well. And the Ambassador also has a lottery drop of them. So there's like a 1 in 50 chance from the Ambassador that you'll get, I don't know, 300 arrows or something. Ooh. as well as your rare drop, which could be a crossbow piece, who knows. So yeah, there's things like, what have we got there? Battle staves, water tallies, some more salvage, things to like just buff up the non-crossbow loot. On average, the non-crossbow drops were kind of sitting at around 900k per kill. And that was like if you got your 30 salvage or a couple of Blackstone Hearts or something like that, and it ended up being about 900k. So now, if you don't roll on the crossbow table, which I released the drop rates for those, so we'll go through those again shortly.
Sure.
If you don't roll on the crossbow piece, you should be looking at about 1,650,000 gold now, which is close to doubling the base rate. And that the only reason we've done that, normally we wouldn't, because on paper the numbers are still quite balanced, The only reason we've done that is because it doesn't feel as nice. If you don't get a crossbow piece, it doesn't feel as nice. With Seiryu and with Blackstone Dragon, obviously you were guaranteed pretty much tectonic energy and ancient scales every time, and that meant that you made a few mil off the boss every kill. The ambassador was kind of a long-term thing where you probably wouldn't make your money back. And in the case
but it was all about hitting that lottery drop of the crossbow piece.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the case of the RS guy, he was 92 kills in, and he had the same amount of or equivalent rolls on crossbows. He should have had 1.67 crossbow pieces. So he could have had 1 or 2 crossbow pieces by then, but was quite unfortunate. And that's one of the reasons why we touched this table as much as we did.
So what is the... Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in.
That's
so
okay.
What's the drop chance for a solo, out of curiosity?
For the crossbow? For the crossbow, it's 1 in 55 chance.
So 1 in 55.
Yeah. And just to clear up any kind of misconstruencies or misconceptions with the way the crossbow rolls work, is it's a 1 in 55 on any crossbow piece, but once you've got that crossbow piece, it will rotate through the remaining crossbow pieces at still a 1 in 55 chance.
Something I do want to mention, where you see current reward value, that is completely inaccurate. This is on our test server, so it uses the test data from the Grand Exchange, which is all over the place versus live. So yeah, you can completely disregard the value itself. I'm going to start doing it in 10 increments, just because I think 10's better than 5, and right now we're up to 30. Oh no, we got a crossbow piece, there you go.
Nice.
Already, that was in the 30 lottery there, so in the 30 kills we got that little drop there, the mechanism, straight off the bat.
Not bad.
And we can start seeing the other flavour drops kicking in, so obviously the Stone Spirits or Animika kicking in here. But I mean, if you look at the table itself, there's a lot more items to roll on, whereas what it was before, there was not that many, so there's a lot more to get from that, which is good.
What else have we got? We got Black Dragon Hide.
Yeah, we do.
There's the staples. There's an increased chance to roll on the bolt tips as well, just because I think when I plugged them in, they were slightly too low. There was something like a 1 in 20 or 1 in 16 chance to roll on the bolt tips, and realistically that should have been 1 in 8, 1 in 10, a more regular drop. What we've done is we've ironed out all the weird creases, so that all of the I'll call them. It's difficult to call them a stock drop because we literally drop a crossbow stock.
Base drop.
Base drop. Yeah, solid. So all of the base drops are kind of a more equal chance now across the board. And then what we did was we added a few more lottery drops. So the 1 in 55 is too rare. Ryan's, or the RS guy, Ryan, has proved that you might take 25 to 50 hours to roll on a crossbow, or not. In his case, and therefore we added a few 1 in 20 drops, 1 in 30 drops of like 5 mil, 10 mil, that kind of thing, that to balance it out and make it feel a little bit more rewarding a little bit sooner.
All right, let's do a bit more. So we're up to 40 at the moment. We've already got 1 piece. That took us to 50. We didn't get anything there. We'll just keep this going. So actually, let me just do something in a second. Oh, we got a full Triskelion.
Yep, an entire Triskelion. That's I believe that's a 1 in 40 chance or a 1 in 50 chance for a full Triskelion.
Wow.
We valued those at 2 mil, so it's only a little bit over the base loot, but you can get a Triskelion and a crossbow piece in 1 kill.
Nice. I'm just going to clear the chat a second just so you get an idea. So I'm going to do 1 kill just so you can see the items we get from obviously the change to the drop table. So there you say we got an Uncut Onyx and Blackstone Heart. We'll do another one. This time we had Relic and Onyx Dust and some Blackstone Heart. You'll notice, of course, the theme here is we seem to be getting a lot of Blackstone Heart, and then I say that we don't get it. But a lot of Rune Salvage. Has Rune Salvage been upped up 38?
Yeah, I believe. Interestingly, one of the lottery drops I was speaking about may be something like 100 or so Rune Salvage.
Oh, wow, okay. So mil plus, I think, is that right?
Yeah,
mil plus.
A fair bit more, I think. But I think the base rate is something like 28 salvage plus a random 30. So it could be up to 50 or so on a regular roll.
Cool. Oh, not 110. That's a little too excessive for the server. All right, more battle staff. So we're up to about 60. We've only had 1 piece so far, so we're about even as it is with the drop rate. There's a second one right there. That was actually on our 80th kill.
Nice.
The second piece, crossbow limb. I'm so sorry, Ryan.
That is pretty good. It's slightly below target.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Which is
2 Triskelions.
Yeah, two Triskelion pieces. Crystal keys and new drop as well?
Yes, crystal keys are dropped in a quite high quantity.
Okay.
They are something like a 1 in 16, 1 in 20, regular style base drop.
No pet at the moment either.
Is this on a fresh account? Is it?
It's on my live save, so
Okay.
it's got a couple kills, but nothing like no thresholds. 10,000, 14,000 coins. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep rolling. I just want to see how long it's gonna take us to get to that third piece. That's the important one here.
Technically, it could be infinity.
Yeah, I mean that. This, what you mean? It's 155. I should get it in 165 kills, obviously. Okay, so you can see we're obviously rolling a fair amount, but we're up to 180, 190, up to 200.
Now we're well over target.
Yeah, but we have logs. It's that logs and then the huge spiky rune salvage to go with it.
That's the super rare supply drop. So the bosses can all roll on the common tables as well as the rare. So you'll always be guaranteed something that's pretty awesome, but you'll also be guaranteed something that's not as awesome at the same time.
So about 200 kills, we got 4 fulls, 759 crystal keys, which is a nice amount. The salvage, which you can see there, 1k plus, 5,000 black dragon hides, jeez. 1,100 reinforced bones, 2,300 battle staffs. I mean, there's a fair amount there. Obviously, that is 200 solo kills. That is a lot to do, but there's a lot of value there for sure.
Yeah.
I think duo is going to be very interesting. So
I'm really happy with duo, to be honest.
Yeah.
Obviously you have this curve where duo is a substantial amount easier than solo.
Mm-hmm.
Just having that extra person there to do double the amount of DPS that your group can do means that we had to drop it fairly low on the curve. But I still believe, especially for Seiryu, Blackstone Dragon, that duo is like really, really good. And we'll keep an eye on it. And I'm slightly worried that we'll have to nerf it, but it looks okay.
If we look at it from what it used to be, when you were in duo, it was considered what we call a group drop, correct? Group drop is 3 people, no matter what. The game assumes it's 3 people, and it gives you that drop as if there's 3 people killing it. So it wasn't really efficient to do it in duos. So.
No. So the way we originally coded it, which was in our design retrospective, we flagged it as a decision that we weren't overly happy with, but it was a way that we did it in the prototype and became less of a priority over other things to change at the time. But now that we've come back and revisited it and added scaling mechanics, like for example the sinister fragments on the ambassador fight, they scale in health based on how many players are there at the start of the fight. We went back and added that same kind of player counting mechanism to the other bosses, and Seiryu already had it for crystal HP, but things like, I don't think Blackstone Dragon had it whatsoever.
No.
So we added it to all the bosses, which meant we could do duo loot properly, and it was just a chain reaction of quality of life things.
So what you're seeing right now is the chest after 10 kills on the duo, so we're gonna just we're gonna just go through this.
Are you in a group?
Do I need to be in a group?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I'm glad you mentioned that.
That's something I didn't warn you about, I'm sorry.
Let's pop ourselves into a group. Do I need to be attuned, or can I just be in a group? Should I attune just to be safe?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
we'll
should attune, just in case. It might, for this debug proc that we're doing here, it might not count, it might not matter, but
Let's have a look.
have a look.
So we got about the same, like not the same, should I say? But this is 10 kills, but I mean it's quite generous, all things considered.
Yeah.
If you look at it, which is nice. Right, let's do this. So duo drop is for uniques. Do you know what it is off the top of your head?
I put it in as 1 in 167.
167
for crossbow in duo, and the trio to compare is 1 in 266.
Well, there's one piece. That
Nice.
was in the 90s. So
Not
this is
bad.
100 right here, straight away.
One thing that we should tell everyone watching as well is obviously with this testing proc, we don't have the 20% chance to double. So keep that in mind with everything that you see here.
I mean, do you want me to toggle it? It will work, right?
It might not.
Let's find out.
Let's try it.
Let me
If it runs through the actual dungeon chest code.
Yeah, it does. All right, let's start. We have to do this again now because I want to do this with doubling. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see. I've also got something to talk about with the chests in terms of quality of life as well, which I think is going to be quite pog. So we'll see.
All right, let's do solos again very quickly. We'll go through this. We'll do 100 for each. Right, let's roll. Let's see if we get any doubles on the solos. For this crossbows anyway. So we're getting doubles of dragon hides. There's a fair amount there. Battle stars, bolt tips, arrow tips. 80, 90, 100. So 100 kills, no drop. There you go. Although, technically, I might have been in a group. That could be why. Maybe. I'm really good at this, obviously. We'll do duo now. Ah, thanks for that sinkhole broadcast to perfectly separate the chat. Perfect.
Excellent.
For 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Clearly, I've toggled my chest and I can't get uniques. There's something wrong here. And then we'll do group on 3. So this is with 3 players. Obviously, the disadvantage of this is we can't see the chest itself. We're relying on the chat here, but that's fine. We're just going to see if we can get doubles on the uniques. And clearly, because my luck is incredible, we're not going to get a single double, or not even a single piece. Good stuff.
Currently, everything's being doubled, so I'm wondering if the...
Is it everything?
I can't see any that are not.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So I'm wondering if our test script isn't really working.
Might force it to make it a lot easier, to be fair.
I think that was the plan, because it is for testing.
So that is, and obviously the drops are going to be not here, which is obviously makes things a little bit more interesting. But that will be this. It's not going to be in the chest. As you can see, chest's empty. I don't know why people are saying zoom in. I don't know what more I can do. I mean, I can zoom in the game, but it's not going to zoom in the chest, so to speak. So I don't know what I can do for you on that one. I mean, yeah, nothing I can really do there, unfortunately. While we set up on boss 2, shall we talk about some QOL?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Well, let me bring up the job with all the info.
What gear are you wearing at the moment?
I'm actually not wearing anything for a deliberate reason. So do you want me to set up my gear as if it's normal?
Do you have tier 92 ranged or mage?
I don't. I haven't made the conversions to tier 92 yet.
I wonder if we should just give you the armor and just have a look and just look. Just hover over the armor.
Do you know the name of it? Is it?
Yeah. Try give T92 _ let's go with tectonic, so it'll be magic.
Oh yeah.
And try body, and then
augmented and all that,
yeah. Why not?
Right.
Okay, so you'll notice.
Oh, what's this? Each piece of elite tectonic armor worn increases the damage bonus of your sunshine ability by 3%.
That's right.
Whoa! Oh my lord! Well, this is a turn of development for a tier 92.
Yeah. So obviously that stacks up to 9%.
Yep.
And Sunshine's uptime is quite high in a lot of boss fights.
Plant feet to get that timer up even more.
Exactly.
Oh.
And everyone's thinking, well, that's great, but it's still stupidly expensive.
Yes.
So we're addressing...
Well, it's about to get more expensive, I think.
it might do. It might also persuade more people to go in and get the scales, because obviously if they go up, they're hardly going to crash after this. But the same is for the Serenic armor, as you can see there.
Swiftness damage increase. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
The main thing that we want to address really as well is the upkeep of the armors. We obviously, as a combat council as well, we're very aware that PVM can be very, very expensive when you want to use the best in slot, and it doesn't feel nice not using best in slot. I understand that, but also we have to balance it being what we call a sandbox MMO. You don't want to bring your tier 92 stuff to AFK Kriara.
I do want to mention, this is for Elite Dungeon armors only, not masterwork from Mine and Smithing. Is that correct?
Yes, and the reason why we are not adding the no degrade on Slayer or Reaper to the Elite Dungeon armors is because we like having that as a core identity to not only the masterwork armor but the smithing skill that also relies upon it. So we had this discussion, we weighed the pros and cons, and we decided let's give the Elite Dungeon armors just something slightly different instead, because we also... So
its own identity then, in a way?
Yeah, I mean, from a game design point of view, we have to look at it and go, crap, like if we release tier 95 armors in 2 years or whatever, what's going to happen there? Are they all going to have this non-degrade on Slayer thing? Are they all going to have the same set effect as the predecessors? And the answer there is, realistically, if we want a game that feels balanced in the long run, no, it can't. So we decided to go with something a little different. It still doesn't degrade in Elite Dungeons, So that's always a bonus.
I mean, no degree in Elite Dungeon, 9% damage on top of my ultimate in... Yeah, that's quite... yeah, I need to get to work on a tier 92.
Repairs. Okay,
Yep.
I baited the chat a little bit.
You said something and then just went...
And then just...
I do that a lot.
Sorry, left you hanging a little.
Totally do.
So currently you can repair dyed tier 92 armor by using the tier 92 materials on them, so the tectonic energy and the ancient scales, and I'm going to replicate that across all of the armors so that you can use a decent amount of the materials to repair instead of using a fresh expensive new piece of armor. So yeah,
so the equivalent of whatever that may be for the material used to make that item is a repair instead of having to... Okay.
Obviously, there's a problem with... it'll be working in a similar vein to Serenic armor. When me and Timbo even had a pretty frank discussion in the Combat Council meeting on last Friday, and he just said, I hate degrade to dust. And I just kind of went, yeah. It was brought in a while ago, and... I'm talking years ago now.
Degrade to Dust was one of the first ever degrade systems in RuneScape, with Barrows, if I remember correctly. I think Barrows was one of the first ones to ever use it. Yeah,
that sounds about right. Yeah. And it just doesn't make too much sense. It doesn't feel very satisfying, especially when we brought in Advention and augmenting the things so that they just degrade to broken anyway. Feels a bit pointless now. So we may overhaul a lot of the degrade to dust stuff anyway. That's definitely not in the pipeline, but it's something that we're discussing.
No, it isn't. What am I about? I think Daemonheim stuff, Chaotic, might be degraded dust, maybe. I think
did
Barrows
come out,
broken.
what, 2012?
Yeah, well, Daemonheim was... Dungeoneer was 2010.
2010, and then...
I think.
What?
I can't remember. No, maybe not. I can't remember. Selling the Grades of Dust.
Maybe these guys
anyway,
can
my ancient history is clearly proven is great. Because I didn't play the game all that time ago, and it's showing.
Apparently, you can repair it with tokens.
Oh yes,
is that new, or is that always in?
I should know that because the G outfit gives you a discount for that.
There was the weird golden armor stuff, wasn't there?
Golden armor. Oh man, corrupt armor. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's it. Not golden, but it's
So someone, I did spot this earlier. Someone said, does the sunshine ability damage bonus only increase the bleed or the base damage? It's base damage, right?
It says here it's the damage bonus, not the damage.
The damage bonus that you get from sunshine.
Correct.
So if we're talking tooltips.
So currently Serenic and Tectonic both.
So my magic damage will get increased by 59%.
Correct.
Instead of 50. Okay.
Yeah. In code, the scalar goes from 150 to 159 if you have all pieces.
There you go. 59% in damage instead of 50, courtesy of Sunshine Dev Swiftness boost on the tier 92. You mentioned about, oh my lords, 10 gift subs coming in there. Nice. You mentioned about chests and QOL.
Yeah. We made some changes to them. One of them that you get straight off the bat is if you right-click teleport on these, normally it says, oh, you need to be inside the dungeon. Now you can just teleport between them, which is great.
Oh, so you don't have to... Okay, nice. Yeah. That's awesome.
It's a quick change.
Nice.
But it also aids the consecutive runs for the elite chest.
It's a good change.
Which is, it's nothing special. It was quite quick for me to do. A quick, disable mask on what dungeon that you're on, throw it in there as a modal teleport, and then it's sorted. That took about 10 minutes to code, whereas some of the others took a little longer, because the tier 92 armor is something like 200 configs. We have...
augmented, dyed augmented, augmented broken, augmented uncharged.
Yeah. Oh. Dyed augmented uncharged.
Fun times.
Used, new, blah, blah, blah. 5 different dyes, and we have to go and find and replace all those things pretty much manually. It depends on what we want to actually do.
Someone said, can we have the max skill portal to be set to your active dungeon? You don't really need to do that anymore, considering this change is there. I mean, set a max skill portal to one of the elite dungeons, and then just go in there and right-click the chest and teleport. You can just do it that way, really. Yeah. Makes things a lot easier.
I mean, the teletabs are super cheap, so you can pick the one that just gets you towards the chest fastest, and then teleport to whatever dungeon you like, and use up the rest of your teletabs.
Right.
Let's check out the reward shop.
We want to check out the reward shop. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so immediately I notice everything's in one.
Yes. So currently, the way we had it, because of a a small limit or a limitation to our reward shop interface. We had to make several reward shops across each dungeon.
One's obviously in Amanishi, one was outside Dragonkin Laboratory, and the third one was actually right here.
Yeah.
Which, because it was also right there.
Yeah, which meant that, you know, you may not be aware of some of the things you can actually get unless you go and talk to Brill in the specific place in the world that she's at the time. So I've combined all of the objects into the singular reward shop, accessible from all 3 of those locations, just for ease of use. It was kind of silly that it was that way beforehand, but a couple of the other JMods, and I can't remember which ones. I know Mod Helen has done some work on this, and maybe Mod Ryan, I can't remember, have kind of reformatted this and allows it to be scalable. So yay! Shall we go to consumables? Unlocks. Oh, nice. You had it on consumables to start with.
Yes.
That's good. Smack bang in the middle there's an Elite Dungeon chest upgrade.
Okay. Have you tooltipped this?
Yeah.
Should we let the tooltip?
I don't think it shows everything, but we should have
Once
a look at the
upgraded, chests inside Elite Dungeons will allow banking and always grant a 20% double loot chance on bosses. No more toggle.
No more toggle.
God bless.
So
God bless.
Technically, there is still a toggle if you want it to work for the trash NPCs,
Yes.
the non-boss NPCs, right?
What a change.
Now, it's quite expensive.
7.5 million DG.
Yeah, which means, you know, if you want to do your Amanishi first floor runs, then fair enough, get those tokens going. But a lot of people have excess tokens and feel like this quality of life will be quite nice for them. Yes, allowing banking inside of Elite Dungeons is something that we didn't necessarily want to do, and then kind of late stage in testing we realized that you guys are just going to teleport out and in all the time anyway. So obviously what we want to do is make sure that the content is functionally playing out from a user experience point of view in the best possible way. Why not allow banking, right?
So, just to clarify, for people who are saying why it's a 7.5 million question mark, what I mean is when I say 7.5 million DG XP, when in Dungeoneering, your XP is divided by 10 per token, so 7.5 million DG XP is 750k tokens, just an FYI there.
Yes, in Demon High.
Sorry for the confusion there, actually. I do realise some people aren't aware of that. It's pretty awesome seeing it all in one shop. It kind of, I think, magnifies the it shows a lot of the content that comes with the Elite Dungeons itself.
Yeah.
I think with it being everywhere, it makes it a bit more spread out, but now it's all in one place. A lot more easier for convenience, obviously, but I think it shows there's a lot of rewards to get.
Don't get me wrong, 10 of those on that page of 20 something are to cosmetic outfits, okay? But seeing them all in one place has a profound psychological effect on you, and you go, okay, there's quite a few things here, I want to complete this little list. If you see them all in one place, the completionist part of your brain just goes, okay, cool, I want to unlock them all, I want to unlock the important things. It's quite nice.
And obviously, yes, your outfit will affect the cost, so you see if I press buy, you'll get a message in the chat which says the trader recognises your only outfit, 697,000
That's a lot
DG
saved.
tokens.
That's a lot saved.
7% save on that, so it goes down from 750 down to 697. So the outfit discount is a thing in this, so yeah.
And you don't need to be wearing it.
No,
Thanks to a change.
Not anymore. God, I mean, that was a bit of a pain sometimes when you completely forget. It's like, and sometimes I bought stuff without even realizing. Of course, you need to equip the outfit because it's just force of habit. So
yeah,
it's pretty awesome to have that. Obviously, people are like, when the hell is this coming in? Because who can blame them? They want to know when it's going live. So
yeah, I mean, it's in QA. It should be live Monday.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I had to postpone it last Monday because it was too late for our release candidate testing team. We got it in Thursday, but myself and ModCamera wanted to do additional checks, so it ended up being like midday on the Friday, which is unacceptable. So we had to wait till the next week.
How is the Magna Golem unlocked? You got to get the achievement called Chill Out Bro, if I remember correctly.
That's right.
You got, I think it's Sunshot, Tsunami, 5 of them.
Something like that. Yeah, it's a number of them.
And that's how you unlock it. And then the Scuttler Pet. If you mouse over them, anything that says locked, it'll tell you how to get in. In case of the Scuttler Pet, you need to have completed Crawfish Foil to get it. There's some mighty fine QOL here, I've got to say. Like, the ability, first of all, in my mind, that Tier 92 Elite Tectonic having, Tier 92 Elite Dungeon Armor having more use is already a massive plus. You're then, of course, accommodating for duos by giving them their own drop table, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The chest upgrade, I think, is incredible. I mean, I'm hyped for that. And even the little thing like teleporting between each elite dungeon very quickly is very awesome to get as well. So, yeah, it's it's hype. It's very hype. I mean, it's safe to say, though, I mean, in the time you have, it's not just, this isn't the last, like, QOL stuff, right? There's always...
Hopefully not, no.
Yeah.
We're coming to the last 1 or 2 sprints of the project that I'm currently working on, which has been revealed at some point. You know, me, Sova, and Raven are working on a kind of medium-sized quest at the moment, which hopefully go out at some point soon. We got to sign that off, got to get that finished, and then hopefully when TAP is properly reinstated as well, they're kind of still working out the finer points of how to manage that and who it benefits, and whenever we get that back, we're pushing for it for the RS content team sooner, so fingers crossed. Currently we're doing this in our spare time, which sounds really kind of annoying to say, but sometimes...
Well, in a way, but I feel like it shows your passion to it.
Yeah, sure. But
like, it's not like you're being forced to do it. You're identifying the problems that you've seen based on people playing the content, and you've decided from the content that I've done, you know, I can see that people have frustrations with X, Y, and Z. I'm going to do this, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
not that it should be a standard bearer for what we do, but it shows
that's the danger,
the commitment
right?
to the cause in that sense.
Quite a few JMods are specifically passionate about the things that they've worked on, so we'll often like stay an extra hour or whatever and just have some dinner. We get free food here if you stay until 7 p.m. So I've been having some Korean chicken and rice and doing a couple of Elite Dungeon changes. It's been great. One of the things that I spoke to a few players about this past week is adrenaline dummies in the dungeons. Now, I personally am worried about adrenaline dungeons in the dummies, and
adrenaline dungeons.
Adrenaline dungeons in the dummies. Yep. I've been a busy boy today. I'm surprised I can even speak. Adrenaline dummies in the dungeons. Now, I'm obviously worried that they could be used to grief or exploit based on their placement, but if we make it so that they have to be used within 1, 2, 3 ranged of a bank chest in the dungeons, then they'll be used in the right way at the right place. So that is an option that I've got for this week if I can fit it in. Because it won't take too long. We have what we call an anti-grief area painted down over all of the Elite Dungeon maps, and I can make an exception for the Adrenaline dummy code to say if you're in an Elite Dungeon and near a chest, then okay, we'll let you place it
if
down.
you're in the X amount of squares from a chest?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if find a chest within 3 squares, then
I think that'd be
place
awesome.
it down.
I mean, it means that you limit to where they put them, but they can still put them there instead of having to do it outside, adrenaline stall or adrenaline urn all the way to inside.
Or even drag that mini boss all the way towards.
Yeah.
A lot of players have got some really creative solutions. It's been really cool seeing that, but we shouldn't have forced them to come up with those solutions. We should have thought ahead, and for the most part we did, but you never see those problems because we already fixed them. But then you see the tiny little creases that we just want to iron out and make the content a bit more perfect, you know.
Someone said in regards to duo for Elite Dungeon 2, what's the badge codex rate going to be like?
Oh god, off the top of my head, can we get the change list, Shawnee?
Yeah, we can.
Shawnee's got this massive list of all the code changes that I did last week just on this laptop screen in front of us. It's really useful.
It really helps.
Man's been very prepared this evening.
Gotta make sure we are on point with what we're saying. Just bear with me a second, everyone.
One of the things we can do on the stream as well is we can set a variable to show that we've unlocked it, or you can actually unlock it. It requires... Shawnee's already done the quest on his live account, but the Elite Dungeon chest upgrade does require Curse of the Blackstone, which is...
okay, so you have to complete quest completed to then get to it. Okay, it's not bad.
So that's why it doesn't show as locked for Shawnee's character.
Right, so we're looking for Dragon Fort, or in this case Dragonkin, I should say. Unique there. So you know math way better than me, sir. So, while Model Ryan has a look at duos, I said we're going to do 1K and we're only doing 100, so screw this, let's do it. Let's do 1K Ambassador solo, duo, trio, because I'm hyped from all the QOL stuff. Cool, right, is the chest. Collected, yes it is. Right, let's do this. We're gonna. Oh, is 50 at a time gonna crash me? I wonder.
Should be okay. We've done 100 at a time, I think.
100. I tried 100 before the stream. It crashed me.
Bigger drop tables.
Yes.
Let's try 50.
Oh, okay, good.
You breathe.
Yeah. All right. So we're doing.
Sigh of relief.
We're doing. Oh wow. Okay. So we just had in the 50 kills there 2 drops. So between 100 and 150, we just had 2 crossbow drops in between.
Imagine
so,
if one of those or 2 of those got doubled. You'd be laughing.
Yeah, so I've turned off doubling because I actually want to see the chests at the end of it, so we can disregard doubling or just assume 1 double, whatever. Do whatever you want for that. And then we'll go from there, 200 on to 300. I mean, it's pretty great just seeing the chat populate. There we go. There's the final bit. So 350 kills ish is when we finished off the crossbow, which is above. So not as well above the number, right? Because it's 51 and 55. So I got a little unlucky. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it's fine.
You're on solo, are you? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And you're not in a group yet.
Correct. Oh, there's another between 450 and 500. Again, 2 pieces. These 2 seem to drop within 50s, which is great. So there you go. So 550 again, double. Jesus, between 500 and 550, we just got second crossbow done. To there. 600, there's another piece. Let's keep this going, shall we? 650, 700, there is another one. There's the pet after 700 solo. Now, I do want to point out, a very important point in this is with this debug proc, it's not marking these as official kills, so my thresholds are not being met.
Yep.
So I've just rolled on the base drop table, which base pet rate, which is what, in 300, I think, for solo?
Yeah.
Is that correct? So finally got there in the end. 750, so this will be 800. Double again. 900, 950, free.
All 3?
In the 900 to 950, we had free.
Oh man.
That's the dream right there. Jesus.
5 crossbows.
And then the last one. And there's another double. There you go. Almost 6 crossbows in 1 case solo.
There you go, guys. All you have to do is spend 480 hours in Elite Dungeon 3.
Oh my lord. So that's the solo. I mean, if you look at the crystal keys, 3,400 crystal keys, 6,200 huge blunt rune salvage, 20,000 blackstone arrows, 23,000
Yeah,
black
1 swordfish.
1 swordfish through it all. Oh dear me. The boss pet, of course, as you can see, 34 Triskelions. I mean,
that's quite a nice little raffle right there.
It is. It's obviously a lot of time spent in there, but hey, if you get lucky on the crossbows, that's what it's about right there. So that's solo on the. I will get that 1 swordfish. Congrats on the swordfish, the dream. Okay, so that's 1K solo. Let's do duos. So what we end up with. This is where I get very lucky on duos. We'll see. Duos. There's one already.
Yeah,
There's another.
I'm slowly checking.
There's double. That's in 150, and that's 4 pieces.
That's insane.
Okay, let's keep this going. 200, 250, 300. There's another one. 350, 400. There's another one. 450, another one. 500, another one. 550, double into 550 to 600.
That's crazy.
Pets on the 600 to 650. 700. Double again, 750. 850, 900, 950, 1,000. So what, we can make 5 crossbows on the solo. This will be 4 crossbows on the duo, almost a 5th.
That's pretty crazy luck there, to be fair.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some pretty decent luck. 5,600 huge, 24,000 black dragon hides from duos, 202 ceramic scales, 55 onyxes. That's a lot of onyx, wow. 24 full Triskelions. So a 4 swordfish this time, very important. So we upped the swordfish gains, but no logs this time.
You got like maybe over 2 times luckier than you should have with the crossbow pieces, so
yeah, well,
good job.
Rip me.
Unlucky RS guy.
And the trios, this is going to be interesting. All right, 50, drop. 100, 150, double in the considering it's a trio, that's very lucky. 250, double again to 350, 400, that's another. Jeez, again 450, another.
Right. So
pet on 500.
I'm currently dubious about this.
Why?
Because I think they're all running the solo drop rate.
I mean, but you set it up to have the number to indicate the players.
Yeah.
You did that. That's why we did it. Let's have a look.
I don't think that you can get 5 Blackstone. Or maybe you can, but I'm looking at the drops and I'm going, not
Is it
sure.
because I'm not in a Shadow Reef group? Do you reckon?
Oh, it could be. I'm not sure.
I'm so good at this, everyone.
That's
totally
okay.
ruining it.
To be fair, Shawnee did ask me about this stream a little bit in advance, and I've been far too busy to organise all the parameters.
You kind of have, to be fair. Right, hold on. Let's try something here.
I'll have a little rummage through your code.
That's the ambassador one. So on that change list there.
Okay, hold up.
While you do that, I'm just gonna go with it anyway, and I'm gonna assume it's right until told otherwise. 150, 200. 300, 350. See, this is 350 and only 2 pieces. This seems better.
That looks better. That's 100% better. That's
right.
working.
Okay.
Well done. You figured it out.
All right. Fine. So we have to run the duo again. Damn it.
Yeah.
600, 650.
Knew it was
700, too good. 750, 800, 850, 900, 950.
That's better.
1K.
Cool. So I don't have to look through that. We figured it out.
2 crossbows in 1K trio.
All right, man. That's pretty crazy considering it's just about half of what you were getting in solo.
Rip early bird bonus. All right, let's do duos. So that was, as you saw there, decent amount. 100, 150.
That looks better.
250, 300, 400.
Yeah.
450, 500, 550. There's the pet. There's the 600, 650, 700, 750, 800, 850,
Yeah.
900, 950. Too fast. See, that's what happens when you do too fast.
The ambassador's staring at you going, bro.
Excellent efficiency. Too fast. See, that's what happens when you do it too fast, and that's why we don't do 100 at once. It crashes. Because, well, that should never happen.
Should we tell them how that code works? It's actually the most ridiculous thing we've had to code, right? Okay, so in order to get an NPC's drop table and everything,
Oh, God, yeah. Okay,
right,
yeah. I know where you're going
it
with this one.
requires an NPC, but there's no NPC there, right? So what we do is we have this island in the middle of nowhere, right? And we call it Yak Island because it's kind of where all your summoning pets go when they're
So
not
when
with
you go into Arzen's workshop, for example, and then it goes, your pet cannot be summoned here. You
Yeah.
still have the pet, but it's not there, and it actually gets zipped away.
It's teleported into some weird little island prison called Yak Island. For this code, what we do is for two server cycles, so like 1 second, we spawn the ambassador in on Yak Island, and then it drops all of its loot into the chest and then gets deleted.
Or if it's there, it'll drop it on Yak Island.
Yeah, I would love to go to Yak Island. I don't even know the coordinates
I
for
don't,
it.
unfortunately.
And just watch as we spam like ambassador.
Hold on. Let's have a look. I mean, it's
Are
it's
you
that.
actually? Are we going to go look for it? Okay, that would be quite funny.
I don't think we've ever, by the way, this is a
Yeah,
first. I don't think we've ever
shown it.
acknowledged the Yak Island. Can we go full screen a second, please? I just need to check something. Thank you.
Yeah, just to make sure it's
I
not
just
dodgy.
need to be absolutely sure about something a second.
Someone's like drawn a penis in grass or something. All right,
This looks
Yeah.
like it is.
that's
so,
Yak Island.
So if we,
It's actually just a depressing cage. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Can we go full screen? Can we go back in game, please? Okay. So this is Yak Island, right? So this is the test script we've set up for us, as you can see. The ambassador appears. Hello. Goodbye. And there's our drop. Absolutely love it. Superb. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is why we can't do it in 100 like hundreds just like that. Yeah, I absolutely love that.
Can you try Seiryu?
You want to? Oh god.
See what happens.
Oh goodness me. Can we go full screen a second then, please? Sorry, just need to set this up. Jeez, this was not what I was expecting during this stream.
We don't plan anything really. We just kind of roll with it.
So, was it Dungeon Amanishi boss free?
Yeah.
3 parameters. Oh, 1-1.
Yep.
Okay.
That's weird. You're gonna have to zoom out for that one.
Fine. All right. Let's go back in game if we can. All right. Get ready. Oh boy. That's incredibly infectious, and I don't know why.
And
oh my
do you know
goodness.
what's the weirdest part? Is it's not one Seiryu that spawns. It's there, but when you spawn 50 of the ambassadors and you want 50 drops, you could right click and it's probably examine ambassador 50 times because there's 50 of them
Ready?
spawned on the same spot. Yeah, but as if you're going to get there in one server cycle and
Watch
be able
me.
to click. All right.
Oh, come on. Oh, it's only okay. So it's only one. Okay, yeah, it makes sense because it's doing it 50 runs, but only adds one
Hang on.
NPC.
Go back
That's
to the code for
the way
me.
you've done it. I think you only add one NPC
Yeah, it might be.
instead of adding 50 NPC. Oh no, it does try and add them. It does.
No, it's got a while loop there. We're okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it rolls one ambassador add and 50 drops from the same ambassador. Okay, fair enough.
Boink. Absolutely. Love.
Okay, well we're just revealing like the absolute spaghetti, aren't we, for this? Oh man.
I'm taking no responsibility. Yeah, you mentioned it, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what's going to happen. So yeah,
True.
we're gonna. Just to clarify, it's not actually a Yak Island. It is just a that cage. It just has a name called Yak Island.
Yeah.
So
Well,
just to clarify that one.
So now now everyone knows when they when their familiar despawns or goes somewhere, they know it's in a cage somewhere in Gillinor.
Yeah, but it's quite tragic when you think about it. It's
It
like
really is.
you don't deserve to be here. I'm gonna lock you up in this cage. You could stay there. Like it's quite
I'm
actually
sorry.
upsetting when you
Yeah.
think about it. If your yaks and familiars are being sent there, I mean that's quite brutal. when you think
Sorry
about it.
guys. Yeah, don't tell Presley.
So if you think about it in another way, when you come out of a summoning free zone, you're then rescuing them because they come out of the cage and then they're there. So
Nice. Yeah. Something like that.
for people wondering where is it in the world map, it's not publicly viewable. We don't have a public display of here are all the locked up familiars.
Because you would see some messed up stuff. I'm pretty sure.
How have we ever gone on to this topic? I love it. It's brilliant. I genuinely, I think that's amazing the way you've set this up. It's great. Okay, we'll do Blackstone Dragon, I think, just to see
Yeah.
what we get for badges.
Oh yes. So the rates currently.
Can we go full screen again? Sorry.
Someone.
Thank you.
Someone can work this out because I'm having a brain fart at the moment. I think it's around 1 in 178 or something. But the current rates for the codices, the mutated ability codices in Dragonkin Lab is 1 in 100 for solo, and it's 1 in 250 in trio, and we've set it to around 1 in 176 or something like that in duo. So again, it's slightly down that scale. Solo still. I love it. Right, can we just take our tops off and dance around, and then when it comes back in, they're like, "What the hell?"
I think the stream just came back as you've said that, by the way. I'm not sure, they might have missed it.
Oh god damn it!
Oh my god. Oh my god, amazing. Well, that's going to be clipped for Reddit, I have a feeling. Okay, so apart from the stream lag that we just had, anyway, let's go back in game. We're going to be doing 1,000 Blackstone Dragon solos, duos, then trios, and then that'll take us to the end of the stream. What a stream it's been. Oh my lord. Okay, let's do solos. Oh boy. Anyway, let's roll. Amazing. 2 badges in 0 to 50. Okay. Sure. Another one.
Nice. This is on solo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good, 'cause you scared me then.
There's the pet in 200.
Damn, son.
300, nothing. 300, there's another one. And another one. And another one. That's
Jesus.
wait, hold on a second. That's
Panic cell mutated bar.
6 mutated badges in 400 kills. Impressive.
These tables.
And another one.
These tables are mostly untouched for
5
solo, so
What is this?
we haven't changed anything.
750. What? 800s. 850. 900. 950. 1k.
That's pretty damn good.
15 codexes in 1,000 kills.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's a decent modifier to your RNG, God Shawnee.
Yeah, that's that's pretty insane. I think I got my. I think, to be fair, on my actual account, I think I got a codex. I mean, I've got my boss log here. Where is it?
That's crazy.
What was it? 8 solos. I got it on a group, so I got a badge codex. Oh, it's not gonna count on them. But I had a badge. I had a badge codex in about 30 odd kills, basically. I completely forgot the collection log's gonna show it.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's solo.
Congrats.
crazy gains.
So you're gonna probably have
Make
to
a
do the
group?
group thing, attune it to D-Lab.
D-Lab.
Lab, yeah, whatever.
The lab. This is cheating. No kidding. This is just a way of showing the drop tables.
Yeah, that's some horrific RNG.
Right, let's do this. That's 50. I'm going to clear the chat so we can see that. 150, 200, 250, 300. Trying not to speed through this. I don't want to crash it.
That's more like
500, 550, 600, 650. I think I've been on the unlucky side for duo at the moment, if you want to be honest with you.
Yeah,
You're getting there a little bit. 900, 950, 1k.
That's pretty much spot on. That's pretty much spot on.
Well, 5 codexes, 1k?
5 or 6 are either side of the RNG line, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
pretty good, yeah. Your solo kills were crazy.
Yeah, just a little bit. Alright, trio. Let's kill the chat again, just so we can do that. 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, there you go. 450, 500. Got a pet there. Gonna keep going. Oh man, a lot of codexes there. 700, 750, 800, 850, 900. 1.
The chat is saying you got ancient scales. Did you get ancient scales for duo? Because if you did, that's me just copy pasting in the stream. On
Oh,
trio,
really?
yeah. Let's try duo just to see it again.
Yep,
Yeah, that's
Ancient
it.
Scales.
Cool. So in our script it says tier 92 magic material and tier 92 ranged material, and I just copy pasted. Ignore that.
It will be so. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're good. It's yeah. Don't worry. That's already been sorted.
Yeah. Currently this job is still open. It's not actually sent to QA, so technically it's not finished. I'm showing you stuff before it's done.
As is the way. But Shawnee, you became a meme in Discord. I thought that was a fit anyway, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't think anything's going to top the clip as we came back live on stream after we dropped a lot of frames, unfortunately. So, well, not unfortunately, but I'm just going to... Yeah, there we go. This is now a meme. You know this, right? We're now trapped with this meme forever and ever and ever. There you go.
Whatever.
But yes, I think that is it. So, you know, we've gone through some awesome QOL stuff coming up for Elite Dungeon, hopefully next Monday if all is good, which includes, of course, the bank chest upgrades, the ability to teleport between Elite Dungeons via the chest, also the reward shop being condensed into one, and of course the tier 92 elite armor upgrades for Tectonic and Serenic, which give you the damage bonus boost of Sunshine and Death Swiftness accordingly for each piece, so 9% with 3 pieces. Pretty crazy, to say the very least, and very hype.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's a solid addition. It doesn't tie our hands in other places. Doing drop tables like this is always difficult with our new mantra of not dropping skilling drops where we can. Things like Battle Staff, Dragon Hide, they are dropped from combat, so we can use these type of things. Again, we need to like kind of foster the whole skilling part of the game as well. So, yeah.
Oh man, okay, so I think that'll do it. I do want to mention next week's stream we are going to have more context on showing you the progress of how Complicate rework is going, so I'm going to have a stream on that. Hopefully have some stuff to show you, which is exciting, but I don't want to put a guarantee on that just in case, but I'm pretty sure we can, so we'll wait and see. As always, of course, when the stream ends, I'll go upstairs, fire out LootScape. LootScape will give you a random player on Farm Animal, a couple of beans, either a name or trait reroller, and some other additional stuff on top of that as well. So yeah, LootScape will be fired out at the end of the stream as per usual, but apart from that, I mean, our stream had a bit of everything, didn't it? We went through loot, we went through QR stuff coming up, and we even had a bit with more that Ryan mentioned about taking tops off. It's just
Whatever.
It's just one of those streams.
Yeah.
Oh goodness me! But yeah, I think have we covered everything? Are you happy?
Yeah, pretty much. I will say I'm really happy with the duo drop rates for things like the tier 92 stuff. In terms of ED1 and ED2, you'll find that the scale and energy drops are very rewarding. And we've, even in ED1 for trios, we've actually upped the base chance of getting scales, because we revisited our spreadsheets, and it's quite well known amongst the Elite Dungeons community that ED1 trio is pretty crap. So it's less crap. Yeah, that's basically it.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, we didn't get around to ED1 loot, so I do apologise. You didn't do ED1 loot and talk about duo energy / scale drop rates.
Just did.
Just did.
Yeah.
There you go.
I hope
So,
that counts.
The only thing we didn't do was the 1K on ED1, but it's okay. I'm happy we can cover ED2 and ED3 at the very least. But yeah, apart from that, everyone, one hell of a stream, huh? So we're going to wrap it up here. We've had a laugh as always, and hopefully you've all enjoyed it. And we'll hopefully see you for this update next Monday. Fingers crossed. Should be very exciting. So fingers crossed we can get that out. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed that, and hopefully it's been a wonderful Tuesday for you all. Thank you for watching, everyone. Take care and have a good one.